No wall? Why do they have to make them sound so similar? So sometimes you'll get a test question. Which of the following has no cell wall? Mycoplasma or mycobacterium, actinomycetes, streptomycetes, and all these what? Okay, mycobacterium has an acid-fast wall, a thick wall like most bacteria have a wall. Mycoplasma, which was division 3?
No.
Mycoplasma has a plasma membrane as its outermost boundary. So when it comes to these two words that have the same prefix, remember we said MYC is supposed to indicate mold? Well, here it doesn't. Myco refers to mycolic acid. I don't know what the hell it's doing over there, I'm sorry. But you let the plasma part remind you this is division 3, no wall. And the bacterium part remind you this is got a wall like most bacteria. Okay, Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Mycobacterium leprae, leprosy. They're hard buggers to get because of this wax in their wall. If the bacteria are acid fast, they're going to come out pink because they retain the primary stain. And your primary stain is carbofuchsin, which is pink, like fuchsia. The other option is non-acid fast. Bacteria. Or your textbook calls it acid fast negative, or one of the lab books did. I don't use that term acid fast negative. I either use acid fast or non-acid fast, whichever one, I don't know. If it's non-acid fast, it's going to come out green, and actually it's more of a forest, it's more of a green than -2 light green. It's going to come out green from the counter stain. There are not many bacteria that are acid fast. There are not many bacteria that have mycolic acid waxes in the wall. The few that do are genus Mycobacterium. There's another genus, Nocardia, and they can also be acid fast. We're not going to focus on them. We're going to focus on these. But this is a pathogen, nosocomial infections, blah, blah, blah. We're going to focus on those. Everything else is non-acid fast. So the acid fast stain is a differential stain for differentiating these kind of bacteria, acid fast bacteria like Mycobacterium, from everything else that doesn't have the waxes. So Klebsiella pneumoniae, is it acid fast or non-acid fast? Non-acid fast. Escherichia coli, acid fast or non-acid fast? Non-acid fast. Staphylococcus epidermidis, is it acid fast or non-acid fast? Non-acid fast. What is acid fast? Only these. These are acid fast, they're going to come out pink from the acid fast stain. Everything else is non-acid fast, going to come out green. Okay? Let me just see what you got in these games. Computers. And stupid computer operator. And it takes forever to open. Anyway, chapter 4 is about bacterial structures. Staining is chapter 4 also. What the hell is that? Don't give me that. What the heck? Some weird thing popped up on top of my floor.
Totally. She said that Streptococcus is non-acid fast, but it's gram-positive. So,
well, I'll just show you what's posted there. I'm sure you can see it for yourself. Tell you the truth, I'm not sure because I've had to change and see my schedule also. Alrighty, let's see what they look like. Morphology and classification of bacteria. We did that yesterday. We did not do the growth curve yet. We'll do that tomorrow. And you'll see a lot of times I'll repeat the same thing. Oh, some of these have these things where you're supposed to be able to play a video, but you have to go back to the original and make that happen. And then it gets into a lot of detail that we're not going to worry about. I was hoping for... Come on. Oh. Yeah, so your second test will include this stuff, but also a lot of what I put on the board. Not every chapter. So every chapter is there. Just the way your book is organized, it doesn't really separate out bacterial structures as a separate section the way I would. And it also doesn't separate out explaining the difference between the cell walls. So that's why I do that on the board. The book doesn't handle it quite that way. On your lab schedule, it will tell you where to find, and on your lecture schedule, it will tell you where to find different things. Make sure you read this, Lancefield groups of Streptococcus, which comes from chapter 19, pathogenic gram-positive bacteria. Classifying bacteria, chapter 11. So it's on your schedule for lecture and for lab. I always put what chapters that material is in, okay? Okay. And we'll review also for the second test at that time. But I wanted to get you started with your bacteria list if you were going to get going with that. Okay.
I don't know.